they all the same designs?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah, different colors.
Rudolph.
Good
Who's
evening,
Rudolph?
my
Is
friends.
it,
Welcome to Hawaii.
I have no idea.
Is it supposed to be a reindeer?
Stand up and because
I mean,
swim the sea, I am
you know about
sure
folklore,
all the
صح?
people will listen to
Folklore,
my
yeah. I know Rudolph the red-nosed reindeer.
Red-nosed. Yes.
Unless there's another Rudolph I should be knowing about.
Why y'all quiet?
No, I'm just asking.
I'm
Hey, welcome past the Kabsa. It's your boy Adi. What's happening? What's popping? What's good? Episode 107. Let's get this shit started. Got a long day ahead of us. And I want to get this over with.
I am Shamsi and this is Turks.
Shamsi Turks. No one gives a fuck.
Okay. Just so people know
No one
who
cares.
we are.
No one cares. Seriously, like no one gives a shit. What defines a creative genius?
Oof, that's a heavy question. What
كده
def-
بنبدأ على طول.
Tawali.
what
Straight out the bat.
Okay.
Turks, what
okay.
defines a creative genius?
A creative genius is an innovator,
Okay.
someone who brings something new to the table.
Okay.
That's my definition.
That's it. Just simple as that.
بسيط.
I think you can be an innovator and nobody can appreciate your innovation. Like I think a creative genius would have to leave an impact of some sort to be recognized. It doesn't have to be in his lifetime. Could be
Name a
after.
creative genius.
Michelangelo, Da Vinci.
All the Ninja Turtles.
I'm thinking like people who left an impact and like people actually
Left an
lived up
impact,
to
but are
that.
they geniuses or are they just creatives? There's a difference.
I think the fact that they're celebrated so long after they're gone,
Does
it
that make them a genius?
makes them a genius. Yeah.
It makes them a genius?
Yeah.
What's the definition of a genius?
Like somebody who is so above the skill level of everybody else around him.
Okay.
So I think
Unattainable.
not necessarily unattainable. Like prodigies are geniuses, right? Einstein was a genius. The guy that did the Oppenheimer, the guy that did the atom bomb, that guy was a genius for good or bad. But they stood out among the people around them so much to the point where they were playing in their own field.
Hello.
So-
But you talk about those people were geniuses in a different way than creativity.
No, but my first two examples, Michelangelo and Da Vinci, brought their genius was manifested through different creative endeavors, which included the paintings, which included the murals, which included the flying machines.
I do not know how. It's kind of hard.
Like what would you define a creative genius as?
I cannot put the word genius and creative at the same time.
Really?
I can't.
What?
Yes.
Like you don't think?
That's some bullshit.
How is this some bullshit?
A creative genius. Creatives are not geniuses.
No, I'm saying those are two different things.
I mean, Steve Jobs could be considered a creative genius.
He is a creative genius.
Steve Jobs is a creative genius.
Yeah.
Like he brought things to the market. Okay, in a way.
Okay,
way,
whoa,
he was
whoa,
unoriginal.
whoa, whoa.
Wait,
Okay, okay. So you said Michelangelo. I respected that.
Okay.
That's a guy who put in the work himself.
Okay.
But you're talking to me about a company now.
Yes, I'm talking about a man with a vision.
Okay, but did he create everything else? Did he make the boards? Did he make the software? Did he do everything?
You think?
No.
Did he give the blueprint and have a go?
There's a difference here.
Uh-huh.
We're not talking about a technical genius, a creative genius. There's a difference.
No, I'm
here.
talking about Steve Jobs.
No, I'm
Yeah,
talking
Steve
about.
Jobs is a creative genius. He's not a technical
disagree.
genius.
I disagree that Steve Jobs is a
Why?
creative fucking
He
genius.
walked in and went like, I want to touch the screen and go like, frrr,
Okay,
make it happen.
okay.
That's creative.
How is that
That's
a
a
fucking
genius.
genius, my guy?
He's
A creative genius is someone, himself. He's a creative genius. He does the thing himself. He reshapes things himself.
But keep in mind.
But if I'm a company with the resource of 10,000 people, what are you talking about?
Okay, but keep in mind one thing. A lot of these geniuses that we talk about, for example, Michelangelo, okay? A lot of the work that was done wasn't necessarily done by him. It was guided by him. He had people working under him that were doing the actual work, very similar to Steve Jobs. He had a vision that he wanted to execute.
The people that work under him, did he teach them how to do the work?
I don't have that history, but I would imagine some of them. Not
Yes,
all
so
of
I
them.
would imagine also that he taught them how to do the work.
Yeah,
because,
some of them.
because it wasn't mechanical. It wasn't coding.
Mm.
So did Steve teach them coding?
Did Steve have to teach them coding?
I'm asking you a question here.
I don't.
Did
no.
Steve tell them how to manufacture?
It's about having a certain vision of a product that he wanted to deliver and driving his team to the point of delivering that vision that he had. That vision once delivered to
Was
the
he
market and
innovative
masses,
or was he a genius?
He is an innovative genius.
both.
No, I disagree, my guys. I disagree.
Okay, you don't think he was
No, you're
innovative?
throwing the word genius around like it's nothing.
You don't. Okay, I'm giving you one example of one guy.
No, you give me an example. You give me the wrong example for the wrong guy.
Give me an
Who's-
example.
who's a creative genius?
So then, in your point, then basically Bill Gates is a genius, right?
I don't think that applies to Bill Gates
Really?
the same way it
Windows.
applies to no.
That opened the doors to everything.
I'll tell you why. Because what Bill Gates did was much more functional than it was aesthetic. Steve Jobs had a obsession with aesthetics. Steve Jobs had an
Was
obsession.
Steve Jobs the CEO of Apple? Or was he the head of design?
He was CEO of Apple.
So he wasn't head of design, right?
He was.
So when they did the Apple event, there was a head of design that was talking about design all the time, right?
No, but he was the one that came up with the vision for the iPod. He was the one that came up with
He
the vision
came up with the
for
vision of the
iMac.
idea. I'm just telling
Yeah.
you, you can.
Yeah.
No. I'm sorry. I'm
No,
sorry.
the idea
No.
matters, man.
No.
That-
You're
the
no. I'm sorry.
He came in. As
I
a
can come up
CEO.
with an idea, okay, and then I can get Shamsi who knows how to execute that idea. Does it mean that I take the full credit as a creative genius?
I'm not saying you take the full credit.
Would the people under him have done all the products that Apple did if Steve Jobs wasn't there?
You
If
are
he didn't
you
push
are.
them forward
That's
towards
like
that
saying
vision
if
of his.
Henry Ford didn't make the cars, no one else would have made the cars.
No.
No.
That's a bad example actually, because there were cars before Henry Ford. There were computers
Yeah,
before
commercialized.
Apple.
He commercialized.
Yeah, but what Steve Jobs did, he came back to Apple in '97 and he changed the direction of a company from a purely office-based, focus-driven company into a purely consumer-driven company. Okay, that's what he did. He changed the whole direction of where the company was going, and the products that he started putting out once he became CEO were the products that made Apple the company that it is today. You don't remember any Apple products from the '90s, do you?
We do.
You do, because you're a
Yeah,
a technical
exactly,
guy.
yeah.
You're a technical guy.
Okay, hello. How
He's-
old were you guys in the 90s then?
I remember the iMac coming out. I remember the iPod.
How
coming out.
old were you? That wasn't my question. That wasn't me. How do you remember? What do you remember?
I was 8 when the iMac
Okay,
came out.
so man, yani,
No, but at the same time,
okay.
keep in mind, I grew up in an Apple household. Like I have all of the Apple computers going back to the 80s.
Hello,
My dad's an enthusiast.
Same here also.
So we're looking at
I still do not see that Steve Jobs is a creative fucking genius.
bro, I look at where the company was and what the company was delivering and where it is today and what's delivering today. The change in direction, the impact his products have had on the world makes him a creative genius for me.
True. I agree. Would we have seen an iPod before that? We
You had
see a
MP3
touchscreen on a.
players.
We didn't see a touchscreen on a phone before the iPhone, did we?
You had
We had the palms, but
Palms, right. That's what I'm
don't
saying.
consider that shit.
The technology was there. Okay, the packaging.
He's not a
the
creative
delivery, the
What was so creative about what he did?
He had a vision. And
Oh,
he
every
he-
single person has a vision. Everyone has a vision.
He made it so palpable to the mass consumer. He made it so easy to use. He made it so attractive.
No,
That was the
all you're
genius.
telling me about it is just no. There's no genius in what he did. There's no genius in what he did.
Okay.
You guys are fighting. You guys are just jumping on a boat of him being a creative genius when he was never really a creative genius. He improved things. Yes. He took them to the next level. Yes. He built on current technology. Yes.
And he became an icon in the world.
You guys made him an icon.
Who's
Okay. No one made him an
No, no,
icon.
no. The products
Okay?
that he
No.
delivered.
The consumers
The
made him an icon.
consumers.
Okay.
Exactly.
Yes, okay.
The consumers made him an icon.
Tell you.
But you cannot give him the credit of a creative genius. You can't throw creative genius at anybody. Elon Musk is a creative genius.
I didn't throw it to anybody.
I'm asking you a question. Is
I
Is
Elon
John
Musk?
Lennon,
Well,
creative
relax.
genius?
That's different.
No,
Elon Musk is not.
no.
Elon Musk did exactly what that guy did.
But Elon Musk, again, the idea behind Elon Musk wasn't, it was innovating, yes. It was delivering a product, yes. Breaking into markets, yes. But the creative element, the aesthetic element for me was not what drove Elon Musk like it drove Steve Jobs. Steve Jobs had a idea of having his product in every single consumer's hands.
Okay, so doesn't
And he, and
Come on, my
and
guy.
and he ended up creating a product that was so,
He's not a creative
attractive-
genius.
Attractive.
see
that
you
everybody wanted
answering
it.
that about Elon Musk just tells me tell Elon Musk and Steve Jobs the same exact thing.
Okay, how about Michael Jackson? Michael Jackson was a creative genius.
That's a creative fucking genius. Have you heard the breakdown of Thriller?
Yeah,
I'm not joking. Have you heard the breakdown of Thriller?
I
Yeah,
don't
the vocals.
know what you're
The
Yes.
talking
vocals of
about.
Thriller. Yeah.
Like you saw when he's I'll show it to you later on.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's a creative fucking genius right there.
Listen,
Not Elon Musk,
you can have
not fucking Steve
you
Jobs.
can
Those
have-
are not creative
you
geniuses.
can have geniuses in different fields. Now, how you
Yes,
define,
if you want to expand the meaning of genius and throw it to anybody that wants to be called a genius, then yes.
I'm throwing it to the people who excelled at the top of their
I'm
fields.
throwing it to people who are creative.
Okay.
There's a difference. I want you to create. You are creative.
Okay.
Okay? You. Now, if you have a team under you that's going to help you, that you're teaching down your skill set to help them bring your vision to life, I would understand. But if I have 10,000 fucking employees, yes, I can get shit done. Give me 10,000 employees.
Okay. All the other fucking tech companies in the world have 10,000 employees.
Yes.
Why did none of them have the impact that Apple had?
Point.
Hello. How many of them had the money that Apple had?
I'm sorry. When Steve Jobs got Apple
Hello?
back in the 90s.
In the
they were-
90s.
they
In the
were-
90s.
They were
How many
fucking
big
broke.
companies in the fucking 90s, my guy?
No, malish.
Oh, who
They
do you
were-
have? I'll tell you because
they
you
were
remember.
fucking broke.
Who do you have? Dell,
IBM,
IBM. They were all business focused.
Microsoft.
Microsoft's the only one that's consumer focused.
Okay.
And Apple. They were the only two. I'm not even going to discuss Packard Bell and everybody else and NEC and all those other people.
Like you had a bunch of companies.
No, you didn't have companies that were innovative. You didn't. All you had was Microsoft was the big boy. Microsoft was leading everything. There was only Microsoft. Right after Apple. When he came, that was different to what he did. You're mixing things together, my guy. You're trying to give me proof that he's a genius. He's not a genius.
Okay.
I'm just saying, like, he's not a fucking creative genius.
Okay.
But what it takes to be a creative genius is what he said. John Lennon, Jimi Hendrix, Michael Jackson. I'm only talking about singers here.
Okay.
But I'm talking about people that know their craft so well that even their voice and how they change it and how they move it creates something new for them. There's a difference here.
So in the business world,
Apple has been stuck in the same thing they were in terms of innovation.
yes,
They've been stuck in the same thing they were for so long.
since Steve Jobs died.
Yes.
Oh,
Since
that
Steve
makes
Jobs
sense.
died.
Also, what other things was he going to bring? Also, by the way, when Steve Jobs passed away, they said Steve Jobs already gave us the 10-year plan.
Okay.
So we already have.
I mean, you already like, you believe them.
Okay.
Yes, I
Believe
believe
about
that a company that has shareholders does
Yeah.
plan for the future. Yes, I do.
Yeah. على عين راسي. But Steve Jobs, do you think he knew exactly what technology will be capable of in 10 years?
If
To
you
give them a plan that is worth like that is solid.
hello, you answer that question for him.
Like right now, he might have had a vision of how far technology could go,
Yeah.
but not necessarily the beat by beat, upgrades that are happening.
True. If he was still
Yeah,
alive,
Wrong.
if he was still alive now, do you think Apple will be like shelling out the same products that they are right now?
We don't know.
I would imagine that we don't know. We actually
we don't know.
We
That's
really,
why I
we
said
really
if.
don't. No, we really don't. We really don't know.
Yeah.
But I agree with the point that I haven't seen Apple innovate since Steve Jobs died. I agree with that point.
True.
Okay.
You just saw them roll back their MacBooks to 5 years ago.
Mm.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Like they haven't really innovated. They've been going around just selling products.
The only thing that they did,
It became a company that sold products. It passed beyond the company that created something new for the consumer market every 3 or 4 years and just broke it. you
Nowadays
know?
they're just selling FOMO basically. If you don't have it, you want it. That's about it.
Who would you consider a creative genius in the business world? Does such a thing actually exist?
a creative genius in the business world.
Yeah, because that's where he falls into. He falls into the business world or the tech world.
We're giving certain people who are in the US credit when the real geniuses were the ones who were manufacturing all the nano fucking cells and everything else. Okay, those are the creative fucking geniuses.
That's not a business.
That wasn't business.
Yeah, we're talking about business. Who in the
No,
business
that
world?
falls into business.
If it's business, then TCMC.
Who is that?
TSMC is my company of geniuses
Okay.
that I will put, because everything that we do here today, if it wasn't for the fucking chip manufacturing, none of us would have that.
Okay.
All right.
But manufacturing is process. Like you don't have to innovate to manufacture.
Really?
You follow a blueprint. No,
Really?
correct me if I'm wrong. You follow a blueprint.
Then we say we were talking about AI and how AI taking over everything.
Mhm.
Isn't that innovation?
That is
Okay. I just answered you.
TCMP. That's
No,
what it's called?
TSMC.
TSMC.
You know
Okay.
TSMC. We talked about it. When I was here, we talked about it. They're the biggest chip manufacturer in Taiwan. Was it Taiwan or
Would you consider
Taiwan.
Henry Ford a creative genius?
who?
Henry Ford?
No. Henry Ford was just smart and making a car more commercial.
Yeah.
He wasn't creative. It was
So-
just innovative,
Innovative.
but he wasn't creative.
So for you, there's a clear separation between innovation and creativity.
TSMC, Taiwan Semiconductor Manufacturing Company. The reason we have all like these delays of new products is because there's not enough chips in the world. They create all the chips.
Okay, so we have a clear separation between innovation and creativity here.
Yes,
Those two cannot be the same.
They cannot be the same.
But cannot one drive the other? Can innovation not drive creativity?
I think creativity can have an influence over innovation, but I think innovation is more technical than actual creativity.
I would.
Invention is technical. Innovation is not. I'm sorry.
I
Innovation.
Okay.
Innovation is.
Yeah,
is-
that's a good point of view.
yeah. It's
That's
looking
this.
at a problem from a different angle.
well, I would argue you cannot innovate without being creative.
True.
That's my argument.
Creative solutions. But again, we were saying the word, okay, you can always be creative. We're talking about creative genius. That's what I said. You guys are taking the word creative genius very lightly
It-
and throwing it at
well,
anyone.
again, when we're saying genius, we're talking about people at the top of their fields. I'm not talking to you about
I think creative genius is someone that does something that's rare. That's a creative genius to me,
Kanye is a creative genius.
to a certain extent. Not everything he does is a creative genius.
Not everything he does,
Yes.
but he falls into the category of a
He falls
creative
into
genius.
one of the creatives. And genius is kind of hard. Again, genius is very hard. Michael. So if I put Kanye West for you and Michael Jackson, I told you who's the creative genius here.
I would argue they're both creative geniuses in completely different fields.
Would you like to answer that question for me?
طق سكف.
No.
You see what I mean? See what I mean?
Because the Mgumbugs.
Because
Exactly.
I don't see Kanye's creative genius manifesting in music. I see it manifesting in fashion.
Really?
Yes.
What?
I'll tell you why.
Tell me.
Because he had a vision of, hey, I want to create products that are for everybody. I want to create a look
So
that is-
did Gap.
Are they for everybody?
but at the same time, he managed to do something that is very difficult to do, something which Apple managed to do.
What?
Make your product so fucking desired, okay, that everybody wants to be associated.
Yeah, that's called the
with.
limited run, my guy.
Because it's
Make a limited run
bro.
and create FOMO.
Again,
it's-
a lot of people do limited runs, bro.
It's
But
hype.
Yes.
It's all
But
hype.
none of them are
That's what-
Kanye
that-
West.
That's what he's selling on. It's all hype.
Yes.
He has his name on it.
Same
That's-
thing as fucking Apple.
It's not a creative genius. No, he didn't
Bro.
reinvent the t-shirt.
bro, he's not the first fucking rapper to sell a shoe. Okay,
True.
he's not, but he is the guy that made his shoes literally the fucking shoe that everybody wears. Your fucking mom wears.
True.
So how is that not
Shout out,
genius?
Mom.
You know,
That's still not a genius.
I'm just
sorry.
I'm just putting it out there.
sorry.
You know,
I'm sorry.
Like-
Would you call Michael Jordan a creative genius for the Jordans? The
no,
shoes?
because he
No.
because that was driven by the shoe company, not by him.
But he did have a say. And,
He
and
of
all
course
the
he had a
designs.
say, but fucking Kanye West went and took on the entire fucking fashion industry. Okay,
And created hoodies.
created hoodies and created hoodies, created basic ass t-shirts, created expensive
Basic
ass pants.
ass. Thank you very
Yeah,
much.
Thank you.
But at the same time, he created a space for himself, and he made his
No,
shoes.
no,
he made his shoes.
No, he didn't. He didn't. He had Adidas. He had Adidas. He couldn't do it on his
He
own.
also had Nike.
No, he didn't.
Gabla.
No, he left Nike. He wanted a better deal. He went to Adidas. Nike was using him as a product. He went to Adidas. He locked in a very good deal, and then they gave him the opportunity to create. He said it himself. He's like, Adidas gave me an opportunity to do whatever I wanted to do. That's it.
Which allowed him to showcase his.
Which means that I can go and make something, and I know that there's a company behind me that will manufacture 10 times fold and make it get to the little kid in Indonesia who's in the corner.
Yeah, but doesn't mean
Could he do it on? Can he do it on his own?
doesn't mean the little kid in Indonesia is going to want to buy it. Doesn't mean that your mom is going to want to buy it. You know.
But his mom is. But the moms are buying it,
yeah.
and the little kid in Indonesia is buying it.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
And it's because Adidas reaches it over there.
No, that for me, that doesn't go back to just Adidas. That goes back to his creativity in creating these shoes.
If the hype for all of the things that Kanye releases stays as the hype forever, then I can tell you yes. But you know as well as I do, if something wrong happens to Kanye West, a lawsuit or whatever, no one's gonna give a fuck about his creative genius.
True.
So now you mean to tell me when problems happen, the creative genius card gets pulled away from you?
That's
No, that's what happens. But that's what happens. That's society. That's what
No, but
happens.
the same thing. It goes back to, if I'm going to go back to the Steve Jobs example, he was an asshole. He was a terrible person.
Yes.
He was not a nice man. Does that mean he wasn't? For me, no, that doesn't mean that. Like, you can be two things at the same time. You can be an asshole and a creative genius.
I think creative genius is you gotta die to be a creative genius. You cannot live on to be a creative genius because you destroy what you have.
Well, that's the thing. A lot of the examples of people from the olden ages, you know, they weren't really appreciated until after they were dead. A lot of the times, people thought they were crazy. Like, what's his name? The
Everyone that we're talking about is dead. I think the only
Pythagoras. You know Pythagoras?
yes,
Okay, you know Pythagoras?
Pythagoras.
Pythagoras. Okay,
Yes,
Pythagoras
Pythagoras.
was a Greek, a Greek mathematician who you know was famous for creating trigonometry, sine, cosine, that shit. He was also a cult leader who was batshit insane. Okay, and
That
who-
explains a lot. to be
yes,
honest.
he worshipped numbers. Okay, his cult worshipped numbers. That's what they
Okay.
did. But yes, the guy is still recognized all this time now after he's dead because of his contribution to you know, geometry and fucking. math.
That is creative genius.
So
I'll give you that.
Yeah. So, but nonetheless, you read about his history. Dude was insane. Like
Yeah,
he would
true,
fucking eat
true.
leaves off trees and shit like that.
True.
Next.
Go ahead.
I'm waiting for you to finish.
Yeah, I'm sure
We took too long on that one, by the way.
That was a good question.
It was a good question, to be honest. We'll give you another weird one. What is stronger, the power of friendship or the power of imagination?
Imagination, definitely.
Imagination.
I've seen your friendship. No. No.
Why are you talking about me?
No,
Friendship.
I'm sorry. I'm
I would-
imagining better friends, to be honest. That's
I would
the
say
power of
friendship.
imagination right there.
I have all the friends that I need in the world right in front of me.
When you imagine better friends, do you think your friends are the problem or you might be the problem?
Oh, no, it's both. That's both. I recognize both.
I need to find a balance.
No, I believe in the power of friendship to overcome overwhelming odds.
You're stupid then.
Thank you.
Yes.
I appreciate it.
If this is what you think friendship does,
That's one of the things it does.
No, it doesn't.
Watching too many cartoons.
Model, yeah.
Yeah.
Turn off Barney, okay?
I mean,
Barney going to work is a problem.
actually, Japanese kind of cartoon.
No, it's Barney.
What kind of
No,
Japanese
You're
cartoon?
trying to be an intellectual. No, it's Barney. I heard it.
The one where
I
they
heard
have-
blasting "I love you" while you're passing by the house. All right, heard that shit. Bopping your head to it
I needed
with the hoodie up.
I needed an affirmation today. Yeah, you love me?
Oh my
Great.
god.
No, but they always have sidekicks, so they always beat the evil guy. So
Yeah, sidekicks.
fuck yeah, friends.
The question is, what is stronger, the power of friendship or the power of imagination?
Like you can imagine things on your own, but friends can take you places.
Whoa.
Well,
No?
Hold up.
That sounds like a
write this
case.
down. I gotta write this down. Hold up.
that sounds like a case.
No,
like,
I'm just- like I don't know.
so you're talking about maslaha. That's what you're saying.
I'm talking about maslaha, not necessarily. I'm talking about both of you having a goal and working together to achieve it. I mean, both of you like wanting to support each other in your different endeavors or the same endeavor. Or,
So to you, a friendship is stronger than imagination.
yes.
Because you can't imagine friends.
I mean, I have y'all.
Turks, can you imagine friends? All the time. All day.
time. All day.
All day.
All day.
All day.
I mean, as much as you can imagine friends, you can't really find.
Are we
friends like
are we
this.
answering this question seriously?
Yes.
Yes.
Seriously?
Yeah.
It's imagination.
Of
man.
course,
I'm
definitely
sorry.
imagination.
Yeah.
Why?
Friends على عيني وراسي يعني ما اقول لك لا but
Friends are limited.
yeah and
Friends have an expired date.
Everything is limited.
No, friends have an expired date.
imagination is much more powerful because you can innovate, you can design, you can your mind can go places where you can
If you allow
excel
yourself.
if you allow yourself.
If you let go.
Yeah. What do you mean?
See,
but if you let go of a friend,
No, fuck a friend.
So, that assessment where you just said friend is limited. When you use it in that way, when you say it that way, yes, a friend is always limited. But you know what
Yes.
the problem with that statement is?
What is it?
The lack of descriptive words in the English language. When you look at the word friend in Arabic, there's 12, no. There's 12 different levels of friendship or more. There could be 15.
Break it down for me.
From a colleague to somebody that you know through a friend.
That doesn't sound Arabic.
no, these are all Arabic. No
These-
The
no, no,
Arabic?
I don't have the words. I honestly, I
Oh,
would
this is
look,
Latin Arabic.
but it gets to the level of qareen, and qareen is like something very close to a soulmate.
Homie.
Oh.
You know?
Homeboy.
Homeboy.
I mean, broski.
Ya Allah. No, the problem with friendship is that, not the problem with friendship. The issue of friendship being more powerful than imagination is that it does not really exist that way. Because anything can destroy a friendship.
Anything
Anything can destroy a friendship.
depends on the level of friendship, though.
Oh, it depends. It doesn't matter what fucking level it is. Anything can destroy a fucking friendship. But your imagination is all you.
I mean, shit can destroy your imagination too.
Who?
What?
Tell me.
تحطيم.
تحطيم؟ ايش تحطم نفسك from your own imagination?
No, yeah, like when I go and I
Anyway.
create something and I don't find this I don't find people around me accepting it, okay, or rejecting it, or people mocking me.
That's your problem. Until you're doing it for people to accept you.
No, it's not about doing it for people to
But your
accept you.
imagination is something that that's
It's you.
indestructible.
Okay, there's 12, but there's 13.
Okay. Oh, جعلنا friends.
Yeah.
Okay.
الزميل، الجليس، الترب، الصاحب، السمير، النديم. Okay, wait, shit, this is wrong.
Mean Samir.
Okay.
الزميل،
Okay.
الجليس.
It sounds like the levels of depth of hell.
Okay.
It doesn't sound like friendship.
الترب من يساويك في العمر، الصاحب من يكون ملازم لك طوال يومك وأوقاتك، السمير الذي يتحدث لك في الليل، النديم من يشاركك في
Okay.
I want that.
We're gonna go back to that. Don't worry about it.
الرفيق الذي يلازمك في سفرك، الخل من يسكن في قلبه بكل صدق، الصديق هو الذي يصاحبك بكل ود وصدقك فيما تقول. That's a level. That's a very high level.
Still, I don't give a shit.
Okay.
It's still at the end of the day, it's still your friendship is limited. There's a certain point that you get to friendship. It's either you become brothers, which exceeds friendship, or it's done.
See, there we go.
Yes.
When you exceed friendship, when you become brothers,
When you become brothers, it means I don't have to like be with you 24/7. خلاص أتمنى لك كل خير.
yeah,
This is what it is.
Yeah.
That's it.
that's
Again, it's still limited.
that's what we're talking about here.
Yeah, but it's still still limited.
Friendship
Yeah,
is
look-
powerful, but it's not as powerful as
It's not a proper imagination. It's nowhere
I'm sorry.
near fucking imagination.
I love you, Shams. I love you. Don't worry about it.
But there's a limit to how much
But
you love
my
me.
imagination. No.
We said this before. Look at all of our parents. They get to a certain age, all they have is their kids.
True.
What does that tell you?
Other people died
Really? So all your dad's friends died.
or moved away.
So your dad can't make new friends?
I mean-
Is that what you're telling us?
I mean, it's hard to make friends when you're at a certain
Yo, shout out listener number 1. Love you, my guy. I just want to tell you that.
always and forevermore.
Sadiq.
Why you're riding my wave?
Yalla,
So
طيب.
no one asked about my way.
Next
Yeah,
question.
next question, بالله عليك.
Talk about
Imagine.
FII or Saudi Green Initiative. We did it the last podcast.
Thank you.
Or the podcast before that, actually.
Yeah.
Writing the best resignation. To whom it may concern,
Yeah.
I'm out. With 6 S's.
The Z at the end.
I'm out.
I mean,
Regards. Peace. Bas.
I mean, should you not like explain the reasons for your leaving?
No.
No.
Why not?
Why?
No.
And why?
So they are aware of any lack of appreciation towards their employee that is leaving, and
Do you
can fix it in the future.
here's the issue with companies and resignations and employees. There's a disconnect somewhere. Companies think, actually, no, let me go back. Employees think that when I give in a resignation, that there's going to be this pushback of, hey, why?
Our brother.
You're one
where
of
you
a
going?
kind. Okay.
It rarely
No.
happens.
Yeah, and then they realize, oh, no, انت زيك زي واحد تاني.
True.
If they want to keep you, it's 2 things. One, either you're providing something to the company that generates them a lot of money, or you're good at what you do. If you're neither of those, get the fuck out of here.
Mhm.
Okay.
No, that's what it is.
Yeah.
So people think that, if they resign, that companies are not people, but companies are humans. What I mean by that is the people that work in them are just as dumb as anybody else.
Wait, companies are not people, but companies are human.
Yes.
It's a great way.
That's
of
going to
putting
be right there.
Yeah.
خلاص, it's good.
Okay.
No.
Yeah.
Please purchase my book, The Book of Titles.
But, I disagree with that. I think I agree with the first point that companies don't generally care if you leave or not. They really don't. Nobody gives a shit, because at the end of the day, what is the company? The company it's a system. It's a process, which is filled in with people, humans,
Yeah,
as you mentioned,
yeah.
the word dumb. But at the end of the day, the company itself doesn't care about you. Unless it's a family company and we're talking about
Even a family company.
no, unless it's a family company and
The
we're
biggest problems this country has ever seen was from family companies.
different
No, no,
discussion.
The
with
only
that.
company that's going to care about you is a small company where you're all like a tight crew.
Well, yeah, that's
Once you go to bigger companies, you are a serial number.
which family companies usually
A company
start
that's
off
owned
as.
by a bunch of shareholders is easy to manage. It's very easy to manage.
But
When you have multiple people and it's a whole company, it's very easy to manage. There's a system to it. There's shareholders. There's people that want to make sure this company is here for 10 years. There's a system to how it works.
Mm.
Family companies, it's a shit show.
because,
I don't know if you worked in family companies. I worked in multiple family companies, and it's always a shit show because you are relying on this one person to be the leading, and then you have his kids that come back, and his kids want to be doing this thing that's different and wild, and they kind of ruin shit.
well, see, because that
At the same time, let's be honest about something.
what I hear is a lack of governance.
Companies, they know what it means to compete. Okay.
Family companies don't.
Family companies, it's about link ups, hookups, connections. Who do you know?
طبعاً
تعشت
سلام.
بيت مين?
Mm.
You week انت قاعد مع مين? This is family companies. Who do you know and who do you grow with and who do you make money with? It's a hustle.
Mm.
That's why most family companies cause a lot of drama here. If you pay attention to the things that's been happening around us, there's a lot of family companies that are not around as much as they were before.
True.
Yes.
And for me,
and for a good fucking reason.
and that goes for me. That goes back to the idea of governance, because the first generation starts off with a vision. The first generation succeeds in bringing this vision to life. It starts expanding. It starts diversifying. Second generation comes in. They don't really know the struggle that went the first
because they
generation
lived
went
in the
through.
wealth.
Exactly. They don't really know the struggle that the first generation went through. So they are just living off the fruits of the bounty. Now, at the same time, when that first generation is no longer there, the second generation hasn't really had the time or the space to be able to build up the vision, okay, or the experience that the first generation had in order to drive it forward. So that
And you
is-
blame the first generation for
and
that.
the
The only
first-
blame is the first generation.
yeah,
Who are you going to blame?
There is blame there. So at that point, it comes to the third generation. And third generation ends up at the point where they are dealing with a much diminished entity in comparison to the second and first,
But by the time it makes it to the third generation,
which a lot of family companies don't.
they don't at all. I agree with you.
80%.
Yeah, I
Something
agree
like
with you,
80%.
They don't make the. By the time it makes the third generation, usually the third generation seeing the fuck ups of the second generation and they want to build something better.
True.
So sometimes it does help you by the third generation if you make it.
If we go back here to again, the idea of the family company is people working together and towards the same direction. The second generation didn't have that, point. they were people, usually pulling at the seams. People trying to go in different directions.
People think who know better.
People who think they know better.
Yes.
Thank you very much.
That's always been the
Yeah.
major issue.
And
I worked in companies where the kids would come in and they would like, you just graduated, you piece of shit. Okay, I've been doing this for 10 years. All right, you're not innovative.
I know
You're
exactly.
not creative.
I know exactly.
I
what
know
you're
you
talking
know.
about.
I know
Yeah.
you know.
Yeah.
Kev. And I know Tux understands also. He's acting dumb.
Like you're just
Right? You know they're
stupid, bro.
dumb and they're coming in. You know they're ruining shit for everybody. But at the end of the day, I'm gonna tell you, I work.
Hak Baba.
I know this guy. Okay,
That's the problem.
I know this wealthy guy, and I know his kids.
Okay.
I knew the father before I knew the kids. The father drives in a Chevy Tahoe all day, every day.
Old school.
All day, every day.
Okay.
Goes to work, comes
Practical.
back, has the driver. Chevy Tahoe. Right? Nothing normal. So when the father, he was going through something, so he had to be out of the house out of the office for a while, right?
Okay.
So he gave us a heads up. Listen, my son is coming back from the States, and so this is what's going
He's
on.
gonna be taking over.
Anyway, so his son came to take over for a while, and he gave me a heads up. He's like, "Yo, by the way, like you guys can connect, and you
Okay.
guys speak the same language and shit." But I was like, "Okay, fine." This dumbass came in first day.
This dumbass.
Okay,
Okay.
it's a manufacturing company, and this fucker came in a Lamborghini
Okay.
first day. Right?
Flexing.
Yes. Second came out of the car, dragged his ass to his dad's office. I was like, "This is not how you come in. You're paying people low fucking wages.
Yeah.
You have a lot of people that cannot even afford the emblem on your fucking car."
Oh, you did that. You dragged him.
Yeah, of course.
Okay.
Why are you coming in like this?
And his response was,
He's a kid.
Yeah.
He doesn't understand.
Mm.
He thinks it's a show of power and wealth.
Mm.
He doesn't say this is a business. This is people's lives. This is people's feelings.
"This is a livelihood." Yeah.
You have to understand how to talk to people, how to communicate with people.
Okay. Talk about a learning curve.
Yes, bro. He came in and I sent a message right out like, "Yo, this is what happened." Get at them.
And tomorrow, and then second day,
Yeah,
he came in a tuk tuk.
Keep walking. There's blood on his feet.
Like somebody threw him over the fence.
By the way, the question was, writing the best resignation, but
Oh, nice.
No, but listen.
just went somewhere else.
Last 2 points on that. I think in the case of the family companies, for the third generation to turn the ship around, people need to be on the same page and need to be pulling together. That is very rare to find, very rare to happen, but nonetheless, there is hope in saving those who are lost. Now, for resignations, honestly, I'm with like طلع اللي في خاطرك and just like خلاص, you're out, you're done. Why should I care what people think?
Look,
Why should you care enough to write
Exactly.
what you want to? Just خلاص.
Your
Get out.
resignation
For
is
the
not
rec-
going to make a difference.
For the
Yes.
record, just
Your
for the record.
resignation is not going to make a difference.
Yeah, I'm just saying.
for the record.
I
For
always
whom-
advise is that you leave being respectful.
Yes.
If you have ill feelings for this company, just say, "I'm out. I did this. I'm out." Like, why? I don't need to explain.
It's not about not about the ill feeling, but I see flaws here, and I would like for those flaws to be rectified at some point.
You
in
are
the
not
future.
the guy that I'm looking at to handle flaws.
No, but I'm giving it.
Are you a manager?
I'm giving it to you from my perspective.
Are you a manager?
Not at the moment.
Are you a guy who's managing?
Not at the
So
moment.
when you're leaving, and I'm talking about the company when you're resigning.
Yeah.
So when you're leaving, the company looks at you as an employee. So when you're trashing the work, you are trashing the manager.
Okay.
So the manager, once he gets a resignation, he's not gonna go and say, "Okay, I'm gonna sign this and pass it through. That I'm a piece of shit."
Well, I really hope nobody says that.
But that's how it looks like.
Mm.
When you're saying this is dumb, you are saying your manager is dumb.
Not necessarily this is dumb.
Not dumb,
this-
but I'm telling you, like if this is bad.
It's and it could be part of it that, and part of it could be the actual process. Again, we go back to the idea of the reason y'all don't want to put emotion and feeling into it, which I agree to. It's at the end of the day, it's a non-feeling entity. Nobody's gonna really care.
Plus, you're on your way out. You never know if you're gonna come back, so I might as well
Just be respectful.
yeah be in good faith. And at the end of the day, forgot my point.
Who cares?
Who cares? Yeah, true. It's
Who
true.
cares?
True.
True. Who
True.
cares?
True. Forgot my point.
All right. No. Hey, my point. You lost it, not me.
Damn my creativity.
Okay. There's a good one a second ago. Where is it?
There's always good ones.
Yo, is the volume high?
Oh yeah. I forgot to remember my point.
Just remembered it.
Yeah. You highlight a problem if you're gonna stay and deal with it. But if you're leaving, who cares? Why would you care to highlight the problem?
For the person that comes after me.
The person that's gonna come after you is not gonna your
He's not gonna
words
see
will
your
not
resignation.
affect their experience whatsoever. You're not gonna go, yo, fix this for the next guy. and bounce. Oh, we're gonna fix it.
I
He
did
told
HR.
us on his way out, we're gonna fix it. Don't worry about
When
it.
you guys met me first, before I started doing my own things, I used to be in HR.
We remember.
I took those CVs.
We were surprised.
I took those resumes.
Okay.
I took those fucking end of service papers. I took those resignations.
Nobody cared.
No one gives a fuck, son.
Okay.
Yeah.
Nobody cares. I'm talking about I go to managers like, yo, this is awful. This person is feeling this way. Something happened here. يا أخي ما عنده سالفة. Literally, ما عنده سالفة.
Dismissive.
He had all dismissive.
Well, and that goes to show you like how far we have to go ahead in company culture here.
No,
honestly.
company culture here,
Corporate culture.
the biggest issue that we have in corporate culture is no respect for human resources.
With their human resource as in the
HR.
department or the people,
The department.
not the people.
But the people are part of the
No,
department.
no, no.
okay.
I mean the people that are the actual human resources of the company.
No, not the company. I'm talking about the department in the company.
Okay.
HR should be a department when it walks in,
People,
it shakes shit up.
people get scared.
Yes.
Yeah, it's supposed to be at par with the management, the CEO.
With the company guidelines.
Yeah.
I should be walking around with the company guideline book, making sure everybody follows every single fucking guideline.
Mm.
I stop you in your work and ask, is it part of the correct processes of the company?
So you the popo,
That's how you should be.
the
Yeah.
popo.
Human resource should be the strongest department in the fucking company.
It's completely different here, though.
It's the
Here, no.
weakest.
Here, they're all slaves to the other management.
Yeah, it's the weakest.
Every single company I worked at had a fight with the fucking managers. Why? Because, hey, this manager wants this guy. Okay, but this guy's not qualified. But his manager wanted him. I don't give a shit. This guy's not qualified. It's like, no, you have to give it to him because the manager wanted it. So what the fuck is my value?
There we go. There
Exactly.
we go.
Anyway, next question.
Next question.
Took a long time.
Don't
By the way, I think this was like 2-3 questions.
Like, yo, we've got feelings today. We need to put them out.
Do hardships and tests make you stronger or do they wear you down?
No, what doesn't kill
What
you?
doesn't kill you makes you stronger.
That's wrong.
No, they-
What doesn't kill you makes you wounded.
No, it makes you stronger.
what makes you wounded doesn't always make you stronger.
No, but it's an experience that you learn.
It depends on the person. To be honest, it
There you
depends on
go.
the person. Because some
Not
people,
everybody's the same.
Yeah, some people will break them, and some people it will mold them. So you cannot put everybody on the same spectrum and
Exactly.
expect everybody to perform the same.
And some people, I know people who are very, very strong that got broken down.
And some of the strongest people that you can find will be broken down by some of the smallest things that you can imagine. But it just sometimes it's the trigger. You know, it's the
القشة.
al-qasha. Exactly.
يا بعير.
Thanks.
Look, the beautiful thing about hardships and tests, if you see them as hardships and tests, that you don't see them as a problem, is the learning experience. Once you know you're in some bullshit that's difficult, try to make the best out of it. Try to figure out new ways because you're already there. You're already in the thick of it. So, like, well, what's the worst that can happen? You're already struggling and surviving it anyway. So might as well just make something out of it.
See, that goes for a lot of things. you know.
That's mental.
Yeah, that goes for a lot
It's
of
a mental
things.
game.
Being able to have that shift in perspective and switch your mental. That's
It's all
not
about
easy.
awareness. At the end of the
No,
day.
it's not easy, bro. It's not easy for you to be any.
Nobody said it's
When
easy,
you're
but
in it, and when you're really getting beaten down by life, like you can't really just switch your head and like, yo, you know what? This is going to be a great learning experience in the future.
Exactly, I get
Fuck
it.
that.
Yeah,
you know?
exactly. Yeah.
Yeah.
See, when you say that with like, like, hey, this is gonna be a learning experience, you know it's not gonna be.
Yeah, you know,
it's not.
You can't have that shift in mentality at that point in time, but at the same time, just perseverance and patience and that being able to embody both of those things over whatever shit you're gonna go through is the shift in mentality that we're talking about here.
so cup half full, cup half empty.
Yeah, just don't let it break you.
Exactly.
Drag on, peasant.
Dragon is a rapper.
Yeah.
I just want to tell everybody.
It's fire.
Yeah, shout out to Swizz. He knows what I'm talking about.
Next.
Define the past the Kabsa extended cinematic universe.
Oh. Okay.
There's emasculated lines.
Yeah, like go ahead, Turks.
There's
I mean, we got البطة المشاكسة.
there's
That's definitely
giraffes
a
with no
great
necks.
IP
Yes.
right there.
gangster ducks.
Gangster.
He just said it, بطل مشاكسة.
هي نفسها
Hey,
بطل مشاكسة.
Yeah, gangster duck. And what else? What else do we have?
There's plenty of
Excuse me, oh my
men
God.
stretching around us. What else?
You know what? Stay tuned. You'll see it all. Go to you. Don't worry about it.
Extended universe. I mean, we just started, so we got a lot to build on.
Yeah, this is Iron Man. Don't worry about it. We'll get to the
Is
rest.
this Iron Man
Yeah,
1
yeah,
or
yeah.
2?
No, this is
This is one
this
still.
is one.
one?
This is one.
Okay.
Yeah.
This is just still the promo.
Yeah.
Even one. What would you rather catch? Feelings, these hands, or a really bad cold?
The really bad cold.
Oof, yeah. kind of catching one right now, to be honest.
I like to catch them hands, son.
Whoa.
Yeah, I like to catch them hands.
Or
Hold
give
up.
me some time.
Everyone says, "Yo, you want these hands?" Yes, I do. Let's see where this is gonna go.
So okay, then?
Yes.
It's good, like, yeah.
Yeah, that's exactly what happened. Yes. These hands.
There you go.
Yo, if someone does that, and I'm like in aggressive mode, and he goes like this, that's gonna be a problem
Like you're not matching my level of
at all. I'm
aggression
here. Your bitch ass is right here.
and that's how he wins by being zen.
Let's see. Oh, okay.
What would you rather catch?
That's
Dirk?
cold.
another page.
The cold?
Oh, cool.
You don't want to catch
Definitely.
feelings?
No.
Why
I'm
not?
Good. No.
I think you're great with feelings, Thirst.
Feelings hurt more than hands.
Oh wow. That's what you're afraid of.
Do top 5 debate segments once a week. Movies, rappers, albums, thing like that. But the problem is that there's not that many like
And then we're
categories.
done with it.
We'll be done in a month.
Yeah.
I can do top 5 shawarmas. Would you like?
No, you don't.
I don't think I
I
can
don't-
do
no,
top five
first-
anything, to be honest.
First off, I can't even come to you when it comes to food. Okay, if it comes to food,
That's
I
why I
go
said
Turks.
shawarma.
No.
Not even shawarma.
No, Shamsi used يحوم الكبد as a compliment for food at some point.
I used to.
At the end of the day, out.
What is more important, insight or experience?
Ooh.
That's hard.
You can't.
That's hard.
Oh, damn. You need a balance between those two.
I know,
No,
no,
you don't need the
you don't need a
balance.
balance. But I think both of them have their own like pros and cons.
Yeah, but insight comes from experience too.
But sometimes the experience you don't really learn from it if you don't look at it as an
Experience
experience.
keeps things sticking. Insight drives things forward.
What?
Right?
I don't know how to feel about that, but I think you're almost there.
Experience is you learning from your dad. This is how you farm the field.
Okay, there you go.
Insight is realizing, holy shit, I can use the horse. Okay.
Yes, there you go. Okay,
Yeah.
okay, I can see it that way.
Yeah,
Yes.
that's the like, yo, the horse, like rope.
I have a question.
Okay.
How did we get to farms?
No, like
how was
no.
your childhood, Chef?
I want to know exactly why did your brain go to farms?
then I'm thinking of keeping things sticking forward, and then once every now and then, like the guy that figured out shit the cows. Okay, there's an insight.
Shit the cows.
Yeah. There's an insight where you realize, okay, I can milk these, and you know what? This is a great source of sustenance. So that is the insight that yeah,
That's what happened. Oh my god! Oh my god!
it's working.
It doesn't stop.
And there's more. So that's insight.
Oh my god!
That's the
If you guys are
insight.
listening to this, you have no idea what's going on. My bad.
Yeah, so that's where it was. So, but at the same time, you wouldn't be able to farm the field without learning from your dad how to farm the field. And if you can't do that, then you can't keep eating.
The question is, what is more important? I don't think you can ever say, yeah.
You can't choose one over the other. It depends on what you're trying to do.
Shift to me.
If you're trying to sustain
believe-
something, then
I
you need
believe-
experience. If you're trying to drive it forward, then you need insight.
That's true. I believe in order for you to get to inside, you have to go through experience.
Second that.
Yeah.
You can't have insight without.
No, but
experience.
you can. You can, but not a. There's levels to experience, right?
Yeah.
As somebody with low level of experience, okay, coming to something with fresh eyes can have insights that somebody with a high level of experience who's been doing this for so long
you're-
can't see.
Okay, you're arguing the point that if I have enough experience in something, I'm tunnel visioned into how it's been done, and there's no new innovation.
هذا ما عهدنا عليه آبائنا. Like that happens a lot, you know.
Don't agree with that
Yeah,
at all. I think,
that happens a lot. I'm not saying it happens all the time.
Yeah, but-
you
but at the
find
same
that in a
time-
lot of different places.
but you need experience.
like, oh, we've always done it this way.
Hello. So if you're looking, you can't have great insight without experience. If you have insight without experience, it means you have education.
Okay.
True.
Yeah, it has to be this way. It cannot be.
Okay.
You can't be a
So-
guy that just has great insight out of nowhere.
Yeah, definitely.
It has to be.
definitely.
It's
Yeah,
either driven by education or driven by experience.
you need to have your hands dirty just a little bit, but there's a difference between just getting my fingers dirty and then being up into my elbows into it. You
Mm.
know,
in the cow.
in the cow,
Wow.
in the cow,
the cow.
in the cow.
Sorry, cow.
Thank you for all the contributions.
You gave us milk.
Yeah, cheese,
You know,
sandals,
made Champ say I'm not.
what?
No, I'm not going with
What?
that. No, I'm not going with that.
Spanish cultural elements.
I was gonna go with the fist, but I decided not
Oh,
to.
thank
Yeah.
you very much.
Yes, thank you. You are chill vibes, man.
Thanks. Is that a question or a topic?
It
No,
is
that's a
chill
topic.
vibes time.
Okay.
What are your chill vibes rituals?
This is exact. Have you not seen how stressed this man was when he sat down? Look at him now. He's laughing. He's smiling.
You have no idea. This is a fake laugh and fake smile.
I disbelieve that completely. Completely.
You're gonna see what happens after this is over with.
Chill vibes.
Oh.
Like, I don't know, go grab a cup of coffee somewhere, enjoy the weather.
Dim light, Netflix, relax. That's about it. Video games. That's my chill vibe.
Really?
Yeah.
Like it's just okay.
A very mindless video game. As always.
It's a disconnect. It's not a chill vibe.
I like to be disconnected.
When I'm on my
My
chill
vibe
vibe.
says disconnection.
I feel exposed right now. Thank you very much.
I don't have any.
You don't have any chill vibes?
When it's chill vibe, I don't enjoy chill vibe time.
But when you are chill vibes, man.
Well, you don't enjoy it, but when you do, when you're forced into it, okay.
I'm never forced into anything.
When
I have options.
you have okay, when chill vibes is what's right in front of you, and you're like, you know what, I need to do this for now. What is your choice?
But what is in front of me? Again, I have the options in my hand. I don't work, so I can decide to finish my meetings early today and just go home and chill.
Yeah.
Okay.
What's that?
Yes,
What's
but
that?
I don't.
Okay,
Like, mentally, I don't have that.
let's say you have 2 meetings an hour apart, and then you have an hour to chill in.
I'll Google something.
Okay,
I'll open up some courses.
that's your chill.
Yeah. It's not chill. I don't. When I'm just sitting still and not moving, it is so scary for me.
Yeah, I don't think anybody does that. That's
Excuse me. I can show you a house
okay.
that you've been going to that does that. It's not
Okay.
your house.
Yeah.
By the way, it's not your house.
Daddy, but no,
Yes.
they're not. They're sitting still. They're focused on something. Like they're.
No.
It's chill vibes.
No, it's chill vibes.
It is.
It's just sit
Quite
there
chill
and
vibes.
do nothing. Absolutely nothing. That's
Disconnect.
chill vibes.
Yeah, I don't think. I get your point. I get
Yeah.
your point. For me, honestly, it's neither of those things. It's for you, just like you said, when you get on Google and you start googling something. For me, it's something similar to that.
Yeah, you just pull out
Yeah,
your
yeah,
laptop and
exactly,
start,
yeah, you're similar
deep
to me.
dive into
Yeah.
the internet.
Yeah,
Like even when you go to a chill vibe place, you're sitting on your phone looking at something.
Not necessarily. Like I could be grabbing,
Reading
a
an
book.
article,
Yeah,
reading a book.
Exactly.
Yeah, that's what
Reading
you
an
do.
article, reading a book,
Mhm.
like the book I showed you yesterday.
Yes.
That's for me. That's a chill vibe. Books.
A
called-
chill vibes. Book.
It's called Vanished Kingdoms. It's
Yes.
about kingdoms.
How many pages was it?
Oh, it was large.
I know.
500.
I saw it.
It was like
So-
Quite
500.
chill.
Yes,
mashallah.
yeah, chill.
But you know
book.
what's chill about
Yo,
it?
I got this light book for today,
Bro, you're learning about countries that no longer exist. You're learning about that peoples and cultures and societies that are no longer part of the historic record that you know nothing about them. So it's for me, this is chill.
All
Okay.
right.
Yeah.
Thank you for joining us.
Quite chill.
Burgundy. Do you know how many kingdoms of Burgundy there
Would
were?
you stop? Go to the next question. I don't care.
Ten.
I don't care. I didn't ask. We have to do reviews of books with you again.
Yeah, I know.
ايش هي فكرتكم باختصار ومين انتم؟ None of your business. Next.
شكرا جزيلا.
مين نحنا? Humans.
Stop.
We are
Okay.
humans.
No, don't feed the trolls.
Okay.
Mm.
If you could turn the other two guys into any kind of talking animal, what would they be?
A ferret. You're a ferret, yeah, but dude, you're a talking ferret.
Yeah, he definitely thought about that.
yeah.
Definitely thought about
And
that.
he's a sloth. He's
Yes.
already a sloth.
He's automatic sloth.
I
I'm
just
a
need to
sloth.
give him a
I'm
branch.
No.
Yes.
That's all I need.
True.
So, ferret and sloth,
Yeah.
Turks,
That's your answer. What's your answer?
both of you?
Yeah.
You're automatically a panda.
Nice.
Automatically.
like
ما يبغى
that.
واحد اثنين. You're a
I like
panda.
that.
Because lazy.
Huh? Not only lazy, he's enjoyable to look at.
You know, what? He's enjoyable to
What
look
are you
at?
doing?
Are you calling him fine?
Yes, he is
I am
fine.
fine. I am fine.
He is fine.
I am fine with an OI.
Yes. Oh, just a big ass Y.
He's fine, but Welsh.
Shamsi a turtle.
A turtle?
That's
I don't
low?
see that.
Yes.
Oh.
Oh, because of the shell.
There you go.
Yeah. I hide.
Exactly.
Ah, okay.
I slip away.
Think.
Okay. I
Think.
see that. I see that. I see
But
that.
also, turtles are wise. They live long ages. They can swim. They are majestic creatures.
Because just like you,
Thank you, Badu.
you are an asshole and you will live on forever. I know that. I'm dying soon. Okay.
Bro,
I know that.
You know how old is the oldest turtle?
It's like 1,000 something?
Nah.
No,
Joking.
150, 148.
Yeah, it's like 100. It's like 160 something years.
No one knows, but we're just dropping any number.
Hey,
my guy.
It's 400 years old.
Yes.
It's been around since Columbus.
Yeah, yes. It pulled the Mayflower into.
Bro, okay, can I tell you all something funny? Can I tell you something funny?
What?
So the Danish Nature Observatory, okay, informed the Danish Navy that it had something for it. It's shipment of trees. In 1721,
Okay, thank God. I was waiting for the time.
It's-
I'm like, was this last week?
in 1721,
Yeah.
the Danish Navy was obliterated. In response, they decided to plan for the future. 200 years later, their shipment of trees is ready.
What?
300 years.
What?
I'm not even kidding, guys. I'm not even kidding. 300 years later, their shipment of trees is ready. So, like last week, the Danish Nature Observatory contacted the Danish Navy and said, "We have wood." So,
I'm sure you're familiar with that.
Who did they contact?
they contacted the Danish Navy.
Did the Navy say, mm-hmm?
I was like,
I'm listening.
Are you sure you have the right number?
Go on.
Go on.
That's the thing.
You have,
The Danish Navy.
I'm intrigued.
No, but
What am
that's
I supposed to do about it?
Be a creative genius.
they've got so much wood now.
Oh, shit.
No, but that shows you something. That's planning for the fucking future. The Danish government has been going on for 300 years to the point where the Danish royal forest guy, he's named a forestier. Okay.
The Danish royal forest guy.
Forestier.
Okay. So he's not the forest guy.
Yeah, he's a forestier.
I wish I got.
Okay. Put down in his records these trees, 300 years for those guys. And the records kept on going and the trees kept growing and people kept track. And this 300 years were done. We're like, ready.
What was the value?
Of the trees?
Yes.
A lot.
No, you imagine. Okay. I understand that
It's
you're
a lot of
imagining.
trees.
I'm asking the question. What was the purpose of them wanting to do that in the first place?
Their navy was obliterated. They
Okay.
had no
Ships.
navy.
Okay,
So they
understand.
wanted to
So
build
they want to build
for the
ships
future.
through wood.
For the future. Yeah. They're like, okay,
All
we
right.
want really good wood. So we're going to start planting today.
Hello.
And these are going to be ready in.
So no one in the last 300 years was like, yo, by the way, we passed wood a long time ago.
No, nobody.
No one sent them a memo.
Nobody followed up on that. That's right there.
The wood man was busy with the wood.
Yo, there was a guy in government getting paid for 300 years. There's a department
To
Yes.
grow-
for 300 years that were getting paid.
Oh, wait, it could be 200, but 300. Let's go with 300.
Yeah, let's go with 100.
No, no,
That's
no,
still
it's-
too
it's-
long.
It's more than 100. It's definitely
200. What is that?
300.
300.
Yeah.
What is that? Let's go.
300.
Let's go back to 300. So for 300 years, there's someone that was getting paid, and no one inside the financial books was like, "Hey, who's doing this and why?"
Why are we building all these trees?
They need more wood.
It's older than technology.
I would argue with that.
Excuse me?
Technology?
Modern day technology.
Yeah, there we go.
Yes.
I fixed that. Thank you. So yeah, it is. But I'm sure they can use this wood for a lot of things now.
Like,
Have they
is
been
asking
tapping it for sap or glue or anything like that.
I mean-
Maple syrup, whatever.
I
Have
mean,
they been
Yo,
using it?
you know what would be fucked
I
up?
would be.
If these trees were already cut up.
No, they were growing.
I'm telling-
They're ready
hear
to
what
be
I
get
said?
down.
I said it would be fucked up if these trees were already cut up and handed over. Like, hey, by the way,
shipment has arrived.
shipment has arrived. Like, yo,
I think they need a confirmation
location.
about
I am
where
coming
to
on the way.
deliver. It's like fudge. You good على باب النبي. Tuk tuk. Delivery wood.
I guarantee you there was some kind of royal decree that this had to keep going.
Well, yeah, that's what I'm saying. The Danish royal forest.
Ew, exactly. No, there was a royal decree like, yo, for this guy, we're always going to do it.
Yeah.
It just took 300 years.
Okay. So,
Man, that
Keep-
300-year-old guy. Well done.
Yeah, exactly.
Well done.
so
He
much.
survived, huh?
And-
So-
Yeah,
so-
mashallah, tabarakallah.
So that wood money.
Allahumma la hasan.
So much wood.
Oh, shit.
It's little ships.
Oh, my God. All right, we did this one. Someone
Well done, Danes.
said DJing, maybe. I don't know what's DJing.
Are you thinking of doing that? Are you asking us to do that?
Did I
That's
do
what's
that?
the maybe in doing there. Okay, now he found the question he liked.
Yeah, you see his face.
Listener number one, I would love to read this question, but I know I'm going to get canceled.
Yeah.
Okay,
You are
great.
not going to set me up.
Not
I
ag-
will not be set up.
Not again.
What is one lesson you learned the hard way? Oh, okay, wait, wrong one.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
What? No,
What?
Reforma.
Next.
Next. Yeah, let's go next.
Never build trees for 300 years. This is the-
Always give a heads up
yes.
before delivery.
Is getting into debt ever worth it? I'm going to start with this one.
No.
Then Shamsi.
Alhamdulillah, I've tried as much as I can to
The
never be
question
in
is
debt.
it getting into debt ever worth it?
I don't know. I've never
Never.
been in debt, thank God.
The answer is yes, it is. If you have a plan and you need funding,
And you know what you're doing.
you know exactly what you're doing, you know how you return your investment, then you go ahead and do it.
If you know what you're doing.
If you know what you're doing,
Yeah.
don't take money for the sake of taking fucking money.
But if
Exactly.
you want to go to Cannes, no. Fuck that.
Yeah, don't.
I do know guys that do that.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
See?
That's-
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fuck
Mm-mm.
that.
Mm-mm.
Bro, that was a thing.
Look, one of my friends has a system. Okay.
Bro, what do you talk? Okay.
Let me
go.
tell you.
Well, what's this?
So the system is this. he knows how to pay back 100,000 every single June. I'm not explaining to you how.
Okay.
Okay.
So every single June, the 100,000 is paid back in full, and he takes another 100,000 from the bank.
Okay. Okay.
Okay, and then he just goes on vacation, spends it throughout the summer. It's over 100. I'm just saying 100.
Skip
Bro.
a year, خلاص, you're already paying for it the next year.
Nah,
Okay.
because there's things that
doesn't
come
work?
into play I can't really explain.
And you're paying interest. Like why? Like just avoid
Again,
that.
Look, anyone in the banking system can tell you the way around things. So he figured out a way that every single year he has an S class.
Okay.
Every year he has an S class.
So he sells it and buys it.
Every single year he will sell the car, have 10,000 kilometers on it or 5, and get another one.
Yeah, okay, see, he figured out a loophole, a system.
Yeah,
Good for him. Great.
he's a amazing smart fucking.
Nonetheless,
genius.
okay,
Creative genius?
He's not a creative.
genius.
No. He's good with money.
Yeah.
Okay, no.
Creatively,
He was nope. Nothing that he did was creative. It's all options that were already available.
but he brought them together.
No, he's not the only guy who does this. A lot of people do this. But anyway, so every single year, new car, okay, and everything's paying for itself, and vacations every fucking June till August.
Man, good for
طب كان
him.
علمت من أول.
Huh? I don't like you.
Fair enough.
I've established that a long time ago.
He needed
Yeah.
that information, bro. Like
It's all about the power of imagination.
Yes. This is the power. Imagine you got money.
Yeah. Imagine you're on the beach.
Oh my god. Are NFTs the dumbest fucking thing you ever, or am I missing something?
No. Dumbest thing ever.
Right now, yes, they seem and appear quite dumb to you, but I think the idea behind it not even 5% of its potential has been explored yet.
When you're living in the metaverse?
No. I'm talking about not NFTs, the JPEGs. I'm talking about NFTs, the
Certification.
the certification and authentication.
I agree with Shams on that one.
ownership. Like that has not yet been explored. Right now, we
The
are
images
playing,
is what's getting all the hype right now.
Right now, we are playing in the sandbox.
Are we now
The
in
kiddie
the
sandbox.
LimeWire age of images?
Bro,
where
we
you
are-
can copy and share.
We
and
are in
paste and everything?
kindergarten. We are kindergarten
Images
of the metaverse.
did not change.
No, we are in the kindergarten of the universe.
Nothing has changed. The only thing
With
that
metaverse.
the only problem with NFT is that people are looking at it in terms of just images. They're ignoring all the other possibilities.
Yeah,
Because the
right
hype
now.
Yeah, right now. Because right now the hype is about these fucking monkeys and they're getting robbed and Mr.
And
Police, give me back all my
Bored
monkeys.
Ape Yacht Club. But again, this came out last year, Turks. Like the
then-
technology is still in its infancy, so nobody has yet gotten to the point where they're actually showing you real life practical applications of it. Not yet.
Which are?
Being able to put a certificate on authenticity on this fucking cup, okay, or any physical object in the world, okay, and having that always being able to trace back to you. Imagine what you can do with this cup, Turks. You could sell this cup. You could give this cup away, or rent it.
But I can sell the cup without a certificate.
I'll make it simple for
No,
you.
but
Okay,
it's the
okay.
same cup that
You know-
every other cup.
relax,
How do we
brother.
know that this is your cup and that's his cup?
مطبوع عليه.
Stop into with the cups. All right. I'll give you a better reason. Okay. So imagine you are Apple right now. Okay. You're creating the iPhone. So, or you're creating this new technology and you have the IP for it.
Mhm.
Right. You own the IP. You get paid for all the time. NFT is supposed to be the IP for other things.
For anything.
For anything. All right. So what's good about that is, let's say you are an innovative genius or creative genius and you create something and you mint a coin that says this is from Turks. Turks is the guy who did this. Turks is the guy who built it. So when it goes on and someone in the future or someone down the line says, yo, who did this? Rather than Shamsi saying, oh yeah, look, I'm the guy who did it.
There's always a record.
There's always a record that says Turks was the guy who did
And
it.
when
So
you s-
NFTs are for recognition.
And then
basically.
that's
Yeah,
what-
yes. One way, yes, it is.
Yes, generally yes.
Yes.
And also when you sell that thing, he gets paid. The original owner, the original creator,
Ignore the selling and
is always going to get a
and
royalty.
making money
off of it.
part, because that's what people are looking at right now. They're thinking, oh, I'm just gonna put an NFT
لا, لا.
and khalas, I'm good.
But that's one of the right now one of the problems with the modern art market is I sell a painting, I sell it to you, you go sell it to somebody else. I have no control over the money that you get because khalas, it's out of my ownership. But
Yeah.
with NFTs, the original creator,
You're still not gonna get any fucking money.
the original creator.
Why would the original creator?
The
get
original
more money?
creator can set it up in a way that every time it's sold, he gets a percentage, he gets a royalty.
Hello. So I
Just
go
like
and I
every
buy
time
it
your
from
song
you.
is played, you get a royalty. It's the same
Listen
concept.
to me. I go and buy. Let's say you make an NFT or whatever, right? And I go and I buy it, and I decide, you know what? I have the original piece, and I also have the NFT now.
Mhm.
Right, so I have both.
Yeah.
So I know that I'm 1,000% authenticated.
Yeah.
I can still go and sell the painting Blahti and I keep the chisma.
Yes.
Yeah.
And that's part of the
And then you
advantage.
get screwed. You get nothing anymore. Nothing's being sold for you anymore.
La la la. But again, there's a difference here between the physical object and the digital object.
Yeah, I know. The physical object is still the one that's highly looked after, not the what's the name?
Certification.
The digital
The
object.
digital. The digital is going to be when Assam was here. We were discussing the whole
when the metaverse thing
metaverse,
actually becomes
yes.
reality.
At the metaverse, it would make a difference when you walk into my imaginary
Household.
VR house
and find
and
a
I show
board.
you all this fucking wall
Yeah, true.
of all this fucking work. That's when it shows value.
Do you know about the Quentin Tarantino thing?
What?
Quentin Tarantino is selling 6 or 7 different deleted scenes from Pulp Fiction as NFTs.
Oh, interesting.
There we go. Now you're interested.
But everybody's doing this as a money grab again.
It is a money
It's
grab. I'm not saying it's not, but you now you're
Everything's a money
interested.
grab
Why are
right
you
now.
interested?
Because I'm a fan of the Quentin Tarantino
Would you
movies
buy
like
it?
that. No, I wouldn't.
Okay,
I would wait for someone to leak it on YouTube.
okay, you'd watch it, but the person
Yeah.
who buys it can license it to anybody in the world and get paid off of it because he bought it. Now that piece of content is now owned by him. So if anybody wants to showcase that in an official way, I'm not talking about YouTube leak, then he gets paid off of it.
Yeah, but is the internet that regulated?
The internet isn't, but production and media still is. IP still is. Bro, we post shit and we get flagged sometimes.
Sure, but what's the difference between an NFT and an IP?
Not much, but an IP works for a company. An NFT works for anything. An IP works for a process, a patent. It goes to
Yeah.
an office. An NFT is a certificate that authenticates ownership that is public for anybody to see. So it's similar. They work in similar ways.
I still don't see the value in NFTs, to be honest. But that's not.
Again, we stop looking at the JPEGs and look beyond the JPEG. Like being able to license your physical, ownership to items. Your car, for example.
Yeah, I'm gonna sell my car. I'm not gonna sell a certificate.
No.
ما نبيع الاستمارة.
That's a good one.
You can sell your car, but at the same time, you can lease your car out. And never mind. I'm not even gonna bother
I know.
explaining this.
We
Why am I
did this
bothering?
NFT dance like so many
Yeah,
times.
it's
It's still the same question. He still gives you the same example.
Until you get it.
And I get it.
Yeah.
And then you still get irritated by his answers.
I don't get
know
it.
why.
I don't get it. I don't get
He
it.
has
Sorry.
no insight.
He doesn't
I'm
want to get
sorry.
it. He doesn't want to get it. There's a difference.
Yeah, that's the thing.
I don't get it. I
Turks,
tried.
We spoke about 100 fucking times. You still don't get it. Do you know why?
That's a certificate.
No.
That's all I get.
خلاص.
For now.
It is a token. It is a
Tomorrow,
digital
Turks
certificate.
will make something so great. They'll be like, yo, how can I capitalize on this? And then you come in and say, yo, NFTs.
NFTs.
You guys are gonna NFT it. I don't know.
Bro,
how
we
to do
have
that
plans. Don't worry.
Thank you, everybody, for joining us.
Thank you for the questions.
All questions all day, all night. Thanks, everybody. There's a couple of questions that we couldn't reach to. Apologize. We already crossed an hour by now, so I totally apologize on that one. But thank you, everybody, for joining us. I think
Good stuff.
We're good.
We're
We
good.
will see you guys on Monday.
Fuck yeah.
Or,
Monday.
Sunday
Yep.
night.
Soon. We'll see
Sunday
you
we
soon.
record, Turks. Sunday
Yeah,
we record.
true.
They don't see us on Sunday.
Shit. I
Yes.
see you guys on Sunday.
We have a lot of things coming up, though.
I'm gonna see you every day.
Mhm.
We'll discuss that next week. Thank you, everybody, for joining us. Have a good one. We out.
We out.
Peace.
Peace.